Today on the channel, we enter the Dragon again, but this time via the Legends of Lucha Libre Boss Fight Studios with Dragon Lee.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Boss Fight Legends of Lucha Libre unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the third brother. We've got Dragon Lee. But for all your Dragon Lee needs, I guess Big Bad Toy Store. It's the hardest line to find right now is some of these Legends of Lucha Libre. GameStop, Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Boss Fight Studios. Those are pretty much the places to go to get these. They are not at traditional retail, and they come and go pretty fast, and then they're not super consistent, as we've talked about in some of the other videos. But a very, very fun line, and a line to dive into if you want some more wrestling figures outside of the WWE, AEW umbrella. However, that being said, Dragon Lee, a WWE star, he was just at WrestleMania, part of the ladder match, member of the LWO. He's been over there for a while, so it's always interesting with some of these contracts, how Boss Fight could make a Dragon Lee, much like AEW making Billy Gunn figures. It's a wild thing sometimes with contracts, but, you know, as they always say, follow the money, you'll get to the root of the answer. And I'm assuming Dragon Lee had a contract with the Legends of Lucha Libre to make X amount of figures over X amount of time, and that's what we got right here. But what we got right here is we're going to do like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's dive into one Dragon Lee. Now, the three brothers in this wave, pretty darn cool. I love how the packaging matches up with all three of them. I think that is extremely fun. And I really like the packaging on this one because that pink background against that blue really pops. Very cool packaging design there. Dragon Lee, Legends of Lucha Libre, 8 and up on the top there. There's old Dragon Lee just thinking of his next move. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do next? Looking good. Legends of Lucha Libre on the side. Then on the back, you got the glamour shots of the figure. Cross-sell down below. You know we've unboxed all these on the channel. Got a little bit of that tail of the tape. What's it say about one Dragon Lee? What? Todd McFarlane? Dragoon? That's Dragon, I think. Not Dragoon. Dragon. I don't know. 5'7". He's the smallest brother. 165 pounds from Talia, Jalisco, Mexico. Debuted in 2014. Finisher, the old dreaded Dragon Driver. Watch out for that one along the way. Now, one thing is, you can see the outfit on here. Looks good, but man, that blue pops on the side here. I wish that was what we had in the action figure form. That really, really pops. Just kind of dumbed down in the action figure department. So, is what it is. I want to call that out for sure. But love that pink background. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison with free twist ties. Looking good here. Gonna uncork him. Uncork the dragon. Release the dragon. Release the Kraken while you're at it. That's what I'm going to say. These twist ties off this table. What are we doing here? And then we're going to pop these hands out. Maybe. Looks like all the brothers have the exact same hands, which they're brothers after all. See you later. Goodbye. We get 2 Fists of Fury, 2 splayed out hands. We've seen that with every single one. 2 gripping hands on the out of the package. So we're ready to go. Choose your own hand adventure between these. We'll do comparisons as usual later in this video here. But now we're diving over to Dragon Lee, and I would have to think out of the 3 brothers, is he the most famous? Now, I don't know if he was the most famous in the world of Lucha Libre, but with him being a WWE performer, that puts him on another level of recognition worldwide, I would say. But Dragon Lee looking good here, and we'll compare it to his WWE figures. And he's had a few, and he has a main event figure that I could never find. Just a recent one here, the last couple of series. Never saw it ever. I would have picked that one up, but I had to keep the wallet in the pants. That's what I had to do. But Dragon Lee looking good here. The blue and pink attack looking good on the mask. Very stoic face. Got the 2 eyes back there. Got the top of the mask. Got a little wolf action on the top of the mask. Got the yin and yang right in the middle of the forehead looking good in the pink and black attack. You got the yin and yang on the front of the cape. Even got some little teeth spikes going there looking good. He's got the high collar. You know he's wanting to get into Club Grayskull, and he'll definitely be welcomed in with that. And then you throw the fur on there. That's what they're liking. That's what they're looking for at Club Grayskull. That doorman says, that fur collar, you're in. You're in, buddy. That's what they say. Dragon Lee marching right in there. Probably arm in arm with Cody Rhodes is probably what they're doing. But looking good there as far as that goes. You got the cape down the bottom. Kind of got the scaling going on there. Looking very good. You got no shirt going on, so no service unless he goes to Club Grayskull. But you got the blue wrist tape going good. 2 gripping hands, as we mentioned. Got the little dragon. I guess that's probably a dragon, not a wolf's head. Yeah, it makes sense, right? You got the dragon on the trunks there, looking good. On the back, the yin-yang once again. Rocking the yin and yang. Then he's got the blue knee pads there with the dragon once again. You get some Chinese lettering as well. Probably says Dragon Lee. I don't know. I'd have to get Todd to translate. You've spent so much time in China back and forth to these factories. You could translate it all for me, I'm sure. Then he's got fringe, much like his brother. I think these might be the same that we got with Roosh, just obviously instead of white in blue color down to the blue boots as well. Now, let's see. I'm guessing I take the head off to get this cape off. How does this work here? I don't see a clasp or anywhere. That's what I was looking for. Is it clasped in? Doesn't look to be the case. So I'm going to have to pop the head off. Yep, that's what you got to do. Head pops off fairly easy. Pops back on just as easy. So shout out to that. Looking good. He does got the dragon on the back of the mask. I should mention that. You do got the butterfly shoulders, arms all the way around, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, extremely tight, but he's got them. Hands removable back and forth, side to side. Hands do go in and out very easy. We had struggles with that with the original boss fight figures. They have fixed that issue. Hula hoop up top plus traditional waist. Big old Dragon Lee splits if you need them. Leg goes up for the big boot as well. Double jointed pinless knees, boot cut, and a little bit of ankles back and forth. Not a ton of movement there, but you do get a little bit. And then he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using code Kyle to save 10%. There you go, old Dragon Lee, rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling into our hearts with his brothers as part of the Legends of Lucha Libre Boss Fight Studios collection. Not a bad piece of business here for Dragon Lee, but wild to see WWE and AEW performers getting figures outside of Jazzwares and Mattel. But once again, I think it just comes down to contracts and contract rights and stuff. But I don't expect these 3 to get more figures in the future. You wouldn't think, but I guess stranger things have happened. But speaking of Dragon Lee, we got his first ever Elite from the WWE Elite line not too long ago. Actually, same height scale there. Not too bad. Got to say, I do prefer the boss fight one. I think there's better Dragon Lees in the Mattel line to come. Hopefully, would love to see that Mania one with the huge wings. Not sure if that'll be in the pipeline. But I do like this one. I think they could have taken this one to the next level, them being Boss Fight Studios, if they would have given us that more metallic paint job. Is what it is, unfortunately, there. We do got Pentas, Mattel Penta and Jazzwares Penta, so you can kind of see some height difference between Dragon Lee and those. And then we got the brothers here. Let's bust out Roosh and Dralistico. Now, he should be the smallest brother, him being Dragon Lee, and he is basically, they're all the same size. So scaling not quite there. They're all over the place. Is what it is, I guess. But very cool to get the 3 brothers. Got to make that family proud, getting 3 figures in a wave like that. The packagings connect. A lot of fun, if you ask me. So not a bad piece of business in these Legends of Lucha Libre figures. They're not for everybody. I understand that. I know some people draw the line in the sand with maybe Jazzwares or the Mattel. But if you're wanting something outside the norm, something you can mix and match with them, it's close enough to be dangerous. Give some of these Legends of Lucha Libre figures a little look, because they've had some really good figures over the last couple of years. So check it out if that is more your speed. So there it is. What's your thoughts on Dragon Lee? What's your thoughts on this line? Pick up, pass, long game, no game. You know the drill by now. Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Check out Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and the Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com if you need to email me. And then, of course, the Kyle Peterson Show is the name of my podcast each and every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for Dragon Lee and the Legends of Lucha Libre, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
I'm sorry.